8 Heart Fire, Day 24. A strange orc living in the abandoned tower near Dagonfell heard his friend Pop Je died recently. Kargal Grobogik thinks he was buried in the Sanim ancestral tomb in the Shiagarad region but is not sure where that is. If I discover Pop Je's body, I should check for an amulet that Kargal gave Pop Je. If I show this amulet to Kargal, he will reward me with a free training session in unarmored combat. I met Flimdar at his house in Laod, and he has begun giving me magical tests. Once I pass them, I'll be ready for his mission. His house is filled with Dwemer paraphernalia. It seems he's quite obsessed with them. For his first test, Flimdar simply wishes for me to stand on the Dwemer scale in the corner, while naked. Once all 4 buttons on it are pressed, it will be done scaling my weight. Curiously, according to Flimdar, it doesn't matter which order I press the buttons in. I wonder how this machine actually works. I've finished scaling myself on Flimdar's contraption. Flimdar's next task is for me to fly up into one of the trees near his shack to find a Dwemer dart that he accidentally stuck in the top of one. After I brought the dart back to him, he gave me another test. He wishes for me to use my magic to find a key that he lost somewhere around the shack. I found the key and returned it to Flimdar. Now he wants me to make his flint cold with frost spells. I've frosted all 4 of Flimdar's flint. Now to see what other menial tasks he wants me to do. Flimdar seems to have been emotionally traumatized by the Dwemer cog outside. He wants me to cast a feather spell on it so that it can be moved into his backyard. I reported taking care of the egg poachers at Shulk Egg Mine, and Edie's Fire Eye paid me 100 gold, and gave me some extra potions. I'm to find and kill 4 Telvanni agents responsible for thefts and disappearances at the Caldera mine. Their names are Alanu Aralen, Sathaza Narothran, Fatina Hirothran, and Alvileg. They're hiding in a cave in the hills south of Caldera mine, and they probably have a lookout posted outside the mine. When the 4 agents are dead, report back to Edie's Fire Eye.
Welcome back to the adventures of Shiario and her friends, but I think I just lost my precious I don't remember the name of the thing, but it's a sack I just found, which is allowing me to carry a lot of things. It's called the Bag of Holding. And I think it may happen sometime when you're using CDC container that you drop some of these containers in a 2 floors interior, and if you are on the 2nd floor, maybe sometimes the object does not drop correctly, so you risk to get it lost. So maybe it's better to try and put it over the bed. Let's see, because you have to drop the container to start it, but it's safer if you drop it on some beds or chair or table, things like this, it seems. Anyway, we are back. Hopefully we gain enough money to be able to learn to buy some special spell and be able to go on with the quest for Flindar, which is the expedition to
forget tomorrow.
Some special dreamer ruins.
Act today.
But I see my sack has disappeared again. Something not working. So I have to cheat probably. Or I will try and use it somewhere else. See what happens. And the game is also made with quirks and problems sometimes, but I think it's useful also to try and find some ways to fix them. So problem is, while dropping this sack, this container, I think it could be safer to just try and drop it on the outside. That's what I want to try. See if this thing is fixing the problem. Oh, this time I will just save before trying changing things this way. So let's put some proper armor and things to going on with the adventures. So we should have plenty of money now. Not plenty, but enough to buy spells. But I want to go out and see if we have the same problems with this sack and the outside. If this is the case, there are different ways to solve the problems, but let's see what happens. So we are outside, see the exterior. This is real terrain. So let's see what happens. I will just save. Oh, this is another way you can skip problems. Usually you save just before, when sack is already dropped, and try and see. Oh, it's disappearing again. I think that's because I did change a lot of things compared to the latest time I loaded this game. And so maybe the mod is not working as expected, but we can find a way to fix this thing. First thing is trying a reload of this save. And the other thing is to go and directly place the sack using the console or going to the container cell. But these are more complicated things to do. So let's see if reloading the last save is helping. And well, while we are waiting for loading the game, I think haha, Christmas Day is perfect before we have time to play a little Morrowind in between the various things you do on Christmas. So, Merry Christmas, everybody who is enjoying it. And let's see if this time we can just touch the thing. I know, this sack is still disappearing, so we must find a way to fix this thing. Let me check. So what I'm doing is open the mod and look at the name of the sack. So let's see, CDC containers. It's called containers group. I don't remember the name. I will look for author. Mod is called inventory of helpers. So let's load it. I think I'll let you see what I'm doing, if possible. Let's see if I'm able. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is load this container mod. Using a different editor, which is called NW Edit, because I don't need the full power of the construction set. I'm just looking for this container's name. Well, I will look for it, call it bag of holding. And so we have two kind of thing to look for. One is a container, one is an armor. And we are looking for the armor, which has disappeared. Okay, must find this thing. So what I did is let me show you. Back to Morrowind. Right. So I now know the name of the thing that disappeared, which is help bag of holding. So I just use the console in the game and click the player and use this command, which is get distance in help bag of holding. So what I'm using is a command to see if the thing is still at a low distance from the player. And it seems so, because as you can see, the bag is still nearby the player. The distance from the player is very low. So what it does mean is probably the container is still there where I dropped it, but it's disabled. So if we are lucky, we can still try and enable it. I will try this thing. I don't see it. So it didn't work. And so we try activate. Doesn't work. Oh well, I think I have a problem here that I probably need to solve. Try and fixing the save game. Oh, if I cannot find a better way. Okay, so I'm sorry for this problem, but we will try and do without the containers for now. But probably oh, here it is. Let me check. Oh, there's some problem here. Okay, I will reload and just skip using the container, because this is one thing I must fix in the save probably, and it's not something so fast I can. Merry Christmas, you in Enterprise. I'm sorry I had this problem with the container, but we will try and do without it, hopefully. Problem is, I think I had all the money we got lately inside the container, and the money is needed to get this new spell. I don't know, maybe I will cheat and add some money. Oh, and I'm Morrowind is crashing now, so big problems with this container. Okay, so let's see if restarting the game is more lucky. So I was very happy because I found this container, which is very useful to carry things around, because it's able to carry a lot of things without increasing player encumbrance, but it's not so stable when you are moving modes around like I often do. From this point of view, the more recent container mods by Greatness 7, which is the other one I'm using, is much more stable. Never had a problem with it, even swapping modes and changing things like I used to do. And the old one by CDC has some good things, but it's much easier to break the container behavior, and sometimes you have to look and hunt for them. So maybe this time I will just avoid using it and see if we can go without it. I think so. Because I did all this previous work to try and find the Dreamer treasure behind this house in Sidanin, and we should be ready to learn and pay for the spell needed to go with the quest, the Flindar quest. And if I cannot get the money from the sack, the magic sack, the bag of holding, which is not working correctly at the moment, I think I will just cheat and add some money. Oh, and we have also a spot here. Okay, so we just save. Let me check if everything is working. Yes. Container is still here. I think I've seen the problem. This cell heat is no more working. Probably. So let me check this thing. Ooh! Crossing fingers. It seems it's working again. We did it. Don't ask me how, but it seems it's working. So I will get the money before anything else. But I think it is just working now, like Todd used to say. And we are here in Sidanin. Just discovered all this Dreamer loot and the subterranean part of this house in Sidanin, and now we are ready to go and learn some precious spell. I think I will talk with my friend here.
It's fine with me.
And she is Luthien Morvain from the MCA mod, one of the companions.
I'm listening.
So I tell her to shoot the weapon, so she's ready to follow again more easily. Still encumbered. Because I have the money here. So it's very heavy to carry. I will give it to Constance.
Yes?
Can we move now? Yes. And here is Spot, which is still following. So what we want to do is try and go to Balmora, some city, some place where we can learn the spell and go on with the Flimdar quest, which is exploring this Dwemer ruin, but first we need to be able to move that super heavy Dwemer cog using a special feather spell. A spell that needs to be used on the cog and not on player like usual, so a very special spell.
What is this about?
How can we go and buy some spell? Let's see if we can recall. No magica. So let's see if we have some potion here. Okay. That's container by Greater 7. No magica.
The day is yours.
And so I think I will just try and get a strider. Or maybe walk to Caldera.
Where would you like to go?
So I have two friends I can follow, but the doggy here cannot, so I will tell Spot to wait here. Let's see what happens. Want to travel to Balmora, and in theory my companion should be able to follow and travel with the player, as you can see. That's because I scripted them in a special way so they can travel with player You mean the scenic traveling is in the Silt Driver. On break. I don't understand what you mean. On break, you mean I'm home playing? Yes, I'm on break. In this. Oh, and over there you can see the beautiful Xenarian manor. And I think from here we should be able, maybe, oh yes, over there we can see in the distance the Dreamer ruin in the middle of the water that we should be able to reach if we can go on with the quest, the Flame Dark quest.
You Enwa! Die, Fetcher!
That is, if we first are able to just move that cog using this special magic. And so, first step we are going to do is try and buy these spells in Balmora. And we should be not far from there. Oh, I'm happy. Everything working? Oh, I'm fine. Thank you. Fine playing. Hopefully it will not crash anymore. And we are in Balmora, as you can see. Frame rate is very bad.
Where would you like to go?
I think the place is beautiful. Also, you can see the Strider, which is slowly going back. But we are here, so let's go on with our quest. So I think we could go back to the Mages Guild and try and buy this spell. Maybe I could use some of these potions.
Clearly he was wrong.
Lawman of
Yet I do
Astel
think he
Honey.
meant well.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so first some stamina.
If that creature visits
Then we need to learn the feather spell. I think. Yes, we need to learn it. Okay, so we need some gold to learn the feather spell, which is the usual spell on self, and then when we know it, we can ask to learn some different special feather spell on touch or on target. I think it's easier using the on touch spell. So I need money probably. Must stock with Constance. Constance.
Go ahead.
Give my money back, thanks. I think half should do. I think I need some persuasion. Oh, mercantile. Much better. Okay, so spells, feather. So we learn spell, and now we can ask for some special feather on touch. I hope it's not important. How many points? I'm from Italy. And I know my English is not good, but all in all I think it's you can still understand what happens. And so I think a very cheap spell should do. Maybe a couple of seconds duration and a very little spell, just to make the cog a little less heavy. Let's see what happens. So feather 2 points for 3 seconds on touch. Let's see. I will call it feather trick. And we buy it. So in theory we are ready to go on with the quest. So we must go back to Flindar's shack. I ascent. I think I don't know Italian accent. Maybe it's similar to French people talking English, but I'm not really sure. Oh, and Spot is already here. Oh, I'm happy you understand, and it means it's not so terrible. Okay, so I think we should have not a long way to go to reach our friend Flindar back. We can just use the same road we just used with the Silt Strider. We follow the river. Don't remember the name of the river here. I think it's something like a Samsi or things like this. I don't remember the right name. But anyway, we can follow the river and we should be able to cross the hills and be back to the... Oh, our stamina is low, so we must use our amulet of stamina or drink some stamina potion. And our friend are following. I think I will just try and get some ingredient.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
So we have the mine here. I think this is a good point to cross. Oh, and over there you can see a very strange thing added by another special mod, which hopefully I will be able to show you sooner or later, but this is a very special mod which is called the Zone, and the original version was sort of conflicting with the other landmass mod, so I moved it a little, but it's a very special mod with some incredible new meshes and sort of similar to the Myst game. It's more a mod about exploration, but I will not play it for the moment because we want to go on with the other quest. I think the shack, Flindar shack, should be nearby. But I remember it was near Lahod, so better look. Maybe it's more this way.
Surrender
what
your life
happens?
to me and I will end your pain. Ah!
Ooh, a furious mud crab. Something new added. Oh, here is Flindar Shark. So our mission was to be able to use a special feather magic on this very heavy Dwimer cog, which is clearly too heavy to carry. So let's cross fingers and try this new spell. I will remember you something. If you have a old version of the mod, which is the expedition to Musaltwand, remember to update the mod to the very latest version and to update your Morrowind scripting extender to the very latest alpha version by Marzafo, because if you have not the very latest version of both the mod and the Morrowind scripting extender, this spell may not work, because there has been a new version of the Morrowind scripting extender released after the mod, so the old version of the mod is no more compatible with the new version of the Morrowind scripting extender, and also the contrary. So you have to have everything updated for the mod to work. Having said that, hopefully we have a working spell now. Let's see. So spells, feather trick. Work? It worked! I'm able to carry the Dwimer cog. I must carry it inside. Yeah. Oh, it worked. Our journal is updated.
I managed to magically move the cog into Flimdar's backyard. Sends permanent emotional scarring. I'm finally done with Flimdar's tests. Now, to see what his job actually entails.
Oh, so we did it. And now back. I think I will ask my Spotty to wait outside. Or maybe to just wait here, because I don't want to go with Spotty inside that Dwimer room, because I fear it could be too hard for me to survive. So I will ask Spotty to wait, and I must remember to remove him from the companions list. So well, if you mean the streaming, it may be, because it's capped at 11 or 12 12 frames per second, because my connection is not not fast, so I prefer to have a decent resolution with a low frame rate when I stream, instead of a better frame rate but with lower resolution. And in game I think we have about 15 frame rate in this very how can I say it, filled by validity trees zone. So yes, frame rate is low for people used to have modern games and 60 frame rate and things like this, but for Morrowind players I think it's not really a problem, because combat is not really based on reflexes. It's more based on random statistics and your player skills and weaknesses. So it's not really so important. Personally, I am able to play well with 12 or 15 or even 10 frame rate per second, with not really big problem. So I prefer to have a big Morrowind, a big mod in Morrowind, and play with all of the mods, even if the frame rate is low. Anyway, so what I want to do is use the teleport controls on the Malayan teleportation spell to review my companion list and remove Spot, because I fear Spot is not strong enough to survive this mission. But I probably forgot another thing, but we'll see what happens. So we are back in Flindar Shack, which is not so big. Let's see what happens. Yep, that will just about do it. Alright, you're ready for the expedition to Mozaltwand. I just sure hope that the scratched out parts of the ruin schematics weren't anything important. Okay, so Flindar closes his eyes in bliss for a few seconds, savoring the war. Right, so this ruin is in the ocean southwest of La Aude. It used to be in the inner sea between Vvardenfell and the mainland. I put it in the Bitter Coast region so that I could get it easier. While I was rooting around in there, I came across an obstacle, found some schematics. They are on the wall, at least I think they are. When are we heading out? As soon as you're ready. We should go grab some potions and equipment. Lead on. Okay.
It seems that Flimdar has founded a ruin named Mzilthuand, located in the inner sea between Vardenfell and the mainland. With a bit of effort he somehow managed to use its mechanisms to move it to the Bitter Coast region, southwest of La Aude. After getting some supplies, Flimdar wants to go there with me to find something. He never said what he actually wanted, nor did he tell me how much he'd be paying me to do the job.
And so we should be ready to go. I don't know if we must take this thing. Maybe not. So what can we do now? Right, bring me some Dwima's scrap. Oh, he can up.
Limdar has requested that I slide any extra scrap metal his way. Should I do so, he will upgrade his armor, making him harder to kill in combat.
So, here you just read her journal, and we can upgrade Flindar armor, it seems, with some Dreamer scrap metal. I would say normally with a level 4 character the rest of the quest is a little too hard because there's a little combat, also not only puzzles and things like this. But I think with my companions I may be able to pass that at that point. And well, I was thinking about looking for some powerful conjuration spell or things like this to help with the quest, but I think maybe the companions could be enough to help, and we will see. So I think we can try and do the quest. So we must reach the coast. Maybe I have not enough feather potions for this, so it's important to be able to use this bag of holding. And we can see in the distance. Oh, and every time you are near a tree stump, take a look inside, because there may be some some sack of gold or things like this.
Now you die!
This is too easy. I'll see you dead.
An angular marble. So we want to reach that place. And we are near Lahode. So I want to try this thing. I don't think Flinda can follow the usual way with the scenic travel, but he should be able to levitate or water walking and things like this, because I have changed the script
What is this regarding, Breton?
to give him some more
Short trip, long trip? You decide.
features. So what I will try to do is, oh sorry, didn't want to use this, to use a scenic travel with the bot here, the bot to Ibonart or another nearby place, and just use the bot until we are nearby the but I need some. Or we could just water walk there also. Let's see.
Now you die!
What is this about?
Okay, let's see what happens. Scenic travel to Ibonart. So a couple of my friends should be able to follow, as you can see, with the scenic traveling. And Flinda sort of is following, using water walk. So we are able to travel so at least we can reach a point from where to swim or to water walk in the right direction. I think it's time to dismount, because we have this feature with scenic traveling that you can use. We just dismount where you want.
Great Daphila Theory.
And my companion are water walking. Oh, it's raining. So as you can see, this is more or less the position of this new Dwemer special ruin. It's in the middle of the water between La Ode and the mainland coast. And if you are using MGI distant land, you can really see it from the distance. It's a very scenic, special Dreamer ruin, but it's not really a ruin, it's a sort of platform. my stamina is low. Oh, and I want to show you this thing because people used to the standard behavior of the water, the MGI XI water. May remember that there was a little problem while going with the camera view, point of view, up and down from the water level. And as you can see, this thing is fixed. And it's fixed because it's a very nice tweak done by Vutastok, I think, and I included it in the MGI XI shader, and it's working very well to avoid this problem. So you can grab it, the tweak, I think, if you go to the Morrowind Discord channel, because it's been sort of released only there, but it's a very nice tweak to add to your MGI XI. Oh, very nice. But I think we are not far. Maybe this robe could have a better alpha tweak to be visible. Oh crap, a crash. Sorry, but we are not lucky with crashing. And so I try and reload this thing. I hope to have a save, a recent save, but in theory I should have a program in the background which is saving, quick saving automatically every 2 or 3 minutes. So hopefully we should be able to reload a previous save not so far from here. And this is a very nice program which I really suggest you to use, because oftentimes you can just forget about saving because you have these quick saves automatically done. Or maybe using a standard save every now and then is still a better things to do, because standard saves are usually a little more reliable compared to quick saves. But all in all, I must say that these quick saves very rarely give me problems, because all in all, I think quick saves are problematic only if they happen during particular combat moments, or when spells are down. So let's see. Oh, we have a quick save while using the bot. Let's see if we can just load from there. And I must say, my hyper-modded Morrowind, I think it's a great test for crashing and a way to fix crashes. And this save, it's still crashing, so not one we can use. And reason for crashing could be also not completely related to Morrowind, but to my running of a lot of problem to be able to stream this way. We have the streaming problem, we have the OBS program, and we have the chat program, and we have the program I'm using to read the journal, and a map. All these things probably are making my computer work a lot, and so everything can contribute to the crashes. But usually when I'm not streaming and using Morrowind alone, I can play for hours without crashes. So probably you can just play with all the mods and still be without a lot of crashes. Okay, so this time I will try and reload from a previous quick save. This is before taking the boat. Maybe this time I will just water walk there, avoiding the boat. See if this can help with the crash.
Care to see the sights? Where can I take you?
Okay, so this time... Oh, and here there's a little flickering. That's because there are two meshes overlapping here from a different mod which is adding this part. All in all, it's not really a problem, but you can notice this thing. Oh, a lot of things here. Some things added from the water life. And levitation. Oh, I need these potions. Oh, I could use one of these. I think I would just levitate over there. Oh crap. Another crash. So, we are really not lucky this time. A lot of crashes. So I will just try this last time and see if we can go on with this streaming, and well, if not, I probably have to clean some save and try to fix things. But at least we managed to do the most difficult thing, which was solving that puzzle about the feather spell, the special feather spell, which was needed to be able to carry that Dwemer cog and finish the quest to go with the Flinda requests. I think this streaming is more about about the splash screens than actual playing. Okay, so this one. So, crossing fingers and see what happens.
Care to see the sights? Where can I take you?
So this worked. And this time store fatigue and magic and water walking.
Great Dafila Dearling.
So we're doing things in a simple way, and I will also save to be sure we have a recent save to reload next time. It's a long way. But it seems everybody is following. And another portion. I think I should use also the boots of blind speed. And you can see over there, that's the coast of the mainland. We are not far. But for now, let's try and explore this mysterious new dreamer base. I think this part of the mod has been done by Michael Dark, but I'm not sure about it. We have... oh, there's something written there. Note to all scavengers. To the buckaroos it may concern, right. So this is my stuff now, not yours. It was the dreamers, but they aren't around anymore. You and I are, so if you're not a mage, just go back into your little shack and find a different mark, you vulture. And so on. So this is a message from Flimdar, and it's also a different way you can start the quest. Find this message, and from here you can you get a hint to go to the Shank Shovel in Caldera, where you can meet with Flimdar. So if you don't go to Caldera, you can still find here a hint to get there and meet and with Flimdar and start the quest. But anyway, we already did this thing, so for now we can just talk with Flimdar, I think. The thing is not working. Oh, this is the place.
Flimdar modified the Dmurlift Timzilthuan to be inoperable so that no other scavengers would break into the place. He'll have to tinker with it in order to get it operational.
So, like you just read from her journal, Flimdar did break the thing to avoid other people explode the place.
With a few adjustments from Flimdar, the lift should now be fully operational.
So it's in Flimdar fixed the thing, so now the elevator should work. Okay, so everybody should be here and ready. Let's try and use this thing. Oh, see, told you, nothing to worry about. Looks like there's no mess here at the end of the shaft either. Means we haven't had any unwelcome visitors. Good. I know you're going to want to take a look around, sport.
Flimdar and I are now inside Mzilthuand proper. Flimdar has advised that, After I'm done exploring, we should head to the cells of concatenation through the door directly across from the lift.
Okay. So here we are inside this Dwemer base.
You're not wrong.
This could be good for Frindar because he has, look at the thing. We can give him the scrap metal and see if he is able to upgrade the armor. If I find any scrap metal that I want to part with, I'll come to you about upgrading your armor. Okay, so I have a scrap metal. A single piece for you. Alright. And I think I will just lower a little the effect here. You can't really. It's some kind of music. No. It's some background water effect. I don't think this is the correct cell. But still, we want to explore. This thing is too closed. Research. Oh, and this is a very interesting book about translation by Ottoman scholars. So let's take it. And we have swimmer things. Luckily. We should be able to store them inside the bag. But really, I think this sound is a little too loud. Probably better way is to lower the volume of the background noise. And look at how nice is this scenic view of the Dreamer pipes. Maybe it's better to eat something. I think Shiaryu is not really able to open the majority of these things.
Athek Worthen Ra!
Oh, it's a kind of music which is played.
Athek Worthen Ra!
Not enough. So I hope it's not really necessary to open these logs to go on, because Shiaryu doesn't have very powerful ways of opening.
Roak 10!
Ooh! An explosion.
I'll see you dead!
Oh.
Die! You
You're
Enwa!
getting weaker. I'll see you dead!
You will die!
Run while you can. This is too easy.
And you can see the integration between different modes here, because These special dreamer things are creatures from the creatures mod, I think.
Surrender your life to me and I will end your pain. Die!
A lot.
This is the end of you, Swit! Ah! Surrender your life to me and I will end your pain. There is no escape!
Ooh. A lot of these streamer things.
You will suffer greatly! You will die!
Oh.
This is the end of you, Swit! Ah! Ah!
Right. I think there are no more, hopefully. So there should be plenty of scrap metal or Findar, but not really. Oh, not a single piece of scrap metal. Oh, here it is. So I have a couple of scrap metal pieces for Frindar. 2 pieces for you. Alright. So you should have a better armor. And a very scenic Dwimmerui with these different Dwimmer machines. But all in all, not much to do here, it seems.
Ixi, Anna.
Morrowind. Ixi. Anna. Morrowind. Ixi. Anna.
So probably this is the one door. The spells, voices, I think are from a more recent game, which is oh crap, I don't remember the name. It's a very nice game. It's similar to Baldur's Gate, but I can't remember the exact name of the game at the moment. Oh, we are dead. I forgot using the probe. I hope to have a recent save, but I think I forgot to save before the battle. The game from which I got the sounds is... crap, I cannot remember it. I'm still playing it. That's a very nice game. It's from... okay, so still, yeah. No, it's not Neverwinter Night. It's a recent game, nice game. Oh crap, I don't remember it. Let me check 1 second. I will tell you. Because I have it installed and I still play with it often. It's... Pillars of Eternity. It's Pillars of Eternity. I'm sure about it because I have still I'm still playing it. It's very nice. It's probably one of the games, recent games, that reminds of the Baldur's Gate series a lot. It's not using the Dungeons and Dragons rules, but it's very similar in how you play it. So put away these things and get back my bag of holding and give this to Flinda. They are both great games, I think. They are a little different. Divinity has probably a better implementation of the point of view, because you can zoom and go to a near first player first point of view instead of third person point of view, or some isometric view like the other game. But all in all, they are both great, I think. I think they are both game I like a lot. And I need to put more things here. This thing. So, Flinda, we have 2 things for you, and then I'm not sure I like about this mod one thing, which is having this background sort of noise, water noise, instead of the usual music. Because I think after, oh, I have another couple here. After a while, it may be, oh, strange light. It may be a little annoying. Oh, maybe not update. Maybe strange, because this thing should. Maybe it's not updated in the view. So, but a save. So maybe it's just me, but I think I will just try and lower the volume of this water effect.
This calls for a subtle touch.
Closed. I think this is my mode, which is closing the doors in a random way. Okay, so this time it is better to check with the probe if the door is safe. Still one use, but the door is closed. As you can see, there's some kind of interactions. Let me check this thing. Get level. Yes. So when you see a door with this kind of strange lock level, that's because they are dynamically closed by my mod. So this is not part of the original mod. It's my mod closing some doors and trapping some doors, ruin doors in a automatic wave on the fly. So it's modding interaction between different mods, and I think that's a great thing about having your more personal Morrowind World. You can really do this strange combination and make your playthrough like you like it. But in this case, it is adding a little a little difficult part that is not really due to the mod, and I think I have problems here because I have no more magicka. And I don't know if I have more potions. I have still some of them, but it's better to come here prepared with a lot of potions, which I didn't really check because there are a lot of ways they can be useful. For instance, my character is not a thief, so to open closed doors we need spells, we need scrolls, but with no magicka it's a little more difficult. So let's see this time.
Crate da fila Thirling.
So this time I want to try this new sword. It should be somewhere. Yeah, the steel spawn. Shite.
I will kill you over and over until there are none of you left.
I like this weapon very much. A big sword.
Mole. Ixi. Anna.
It's a little dark in here. Uh-oh, this is poison.
A free hit.
There is no escape!
Another one. Uh-oh. Poison, danger.
Affina Farino. Marinarima.
So another piece of scrap metal for Flindar. And I think I will try and absorb some magicka here.
Mole. Ixi. Anna.
Die, Victor!
Uh-oh. Ah, crap. No, it's too risky to try and absorb magicka without having a sword ready. So there should be some potion here. And this time some invisibility.
Worthen Ra!
Uh-oh.
Lava beyond sea!
So, another piece. Oh, not scrapped. Upgrade my armor. I got a single piece for you. Let's talk about the expedition. Nothing new to say. That's the plan. Oh, another one.
Throw up 10!
End of you, Swit!
So Flimdar is using this Dwemer darts. Oh, finally. We arrived, it seems, to the floor. Yep, this is the place. Well, not the place. A misplaced, but not far off.
I've brought Flimdar to a massive door within the depths of Mzilthuand. He has told me that he will explain its purpose soon.
Okay, so follow me, I'll give you the rundown. Where is Flimdar? Oh. Wow, what a big door.
Apparently, the giant door needs a key to be accessed. Due to its advanced construction, spells won't be able to unlock it.
So, keyhole. We need to go deeper. Deeper. You see
He
them
tells me
those?
that there's another route that we might be able to take to further explore the ruin in search of the key.
Follow me again. We follow. No. Where is Constance? Right, see this hatch here.
Flimdar seems convinced that I can bypass some of the ruin's security by going through the disposal unit of the facility. Wondrous. He's sending me in alone, and he's trusting my spells to keep me alive through it.
Greenrose? That wasn't in the job description. I think this is a difficult part. Oh, the tests had a reason. We must endure hit and be able to levitate, probably. So head on down and look for another hatch to the north along the ceiling, flay over there and so on. This is a difficult thing to do, probably.
Flimdar is now asking me to head down into the disposal unit. Once I go down, he's going to turn on the grinders. It's about to get real hot, real fast. I'll have to think fast lest I want to be mud crab chowder. He says to go through a pipe in the ceiling to the north of where I'm going to drop down. He expects me to find a lever in the room above.
I have a feeling this thing will be difficult, so well, I will try one time and see what happens, but it's a little late, so we need to levitate there to fly, probably. I have potions, I have my Winds of Oblivion spell, let's see what happens. I have my friends following. Let's see. Right, power zone. Better head through fast before you don't have a head. Northern door or south? Northern door. Okay, so we are over some sort. Ooh.
I need to get out of here before I'm crushed and slashed or roasted alive.
Levitation. But my companions are not really following. I will use my boots of blinding speed to try and go faster. It's the north. Oh no, look at this shadow effect. It's the heat. Oh, we are nearly dead. Crap. Where is this? This thing. And now up. This is some kind of collision problem. Oh, I think we did it. But there was a lever. Uh-oh. What happened? I think I did something not not unexpected, because okay, so probably and there's some sort of bug. I did something not expected, probably. I forget to look for a lever. Oh, I don't know. I've been sort of like teleported in a place, a strange place. I will try again. This time, looking for this lever. So exactly what we need to do. Go through a pipe in the ceiling and find a lever in the room above. Maybe we need some kind of light. To have a better vision. Oh yeah, very strong fatigue. It's good. Okay, so
I need to get out of here before I'm crushed and slashed or roasted alive.
levitation. Okay, where is this lever? I see no levels. Maybe I don't see things because with the boots of blinding speed it's a little hard. And I just need to avoid using the boots of blinding speed. Because I'm not able to see where this lever is supposed to be. And it's also hard because there's some kind of a hit, which is slowly killing you while you are in this passage.
I've arrived at the part of the facility that will require the use of feather and frost spells. Flimdar said that the big magnet needs to be dragged to the other side of the Bzank coil, which will require the use of the feather spell I made. The water flooding the room must be frozen before I'll be able to do that, however. That's where the frost spell will come in handy.
So all these tests we had to do had a reason. We must be able to freeze the water and then use the ice and a feather. Oh, this is the lever, but it cannot work if you don't find a way to move this Dreamer electromagnet, and so we need to freeze the water first, and I should have a spell. Frostbite. I will use it in this Dreamer vent. And as you can see, this mod is really great. So we have ice, and
I managed to freeze the water flooding the room. Now with the help of some feather magic I should be able to drag the big magnet to the other side of the Bzank coil.
So we use our feather trick spell. Feather on target, on touch. And it doesn't work. How so? Oh! You have to touch it. Right. So we made it. This Dreamer thing should now have lever walking. So we did it.
The lesser security measures of Mzilthuand have been deactivated. I should return to Flimdar.
And as you can see, this mod is really great. All these spatial scripted things and this very scenic place. I think it's really one of the best mods of this latest period. And I think I have to stop here because it's time for me to go and do some more traditional Christmas day. But this is a great mod, and we will surely try and go with the quest next time. So for now, see you later, and thanks for watching, and have a Merry Christmas.